Okay. Okay. Straight or not straight? Don't know. Hello, hello, my crafty friends. I hope you're having a better day than I am. Not sure who's going to hang out with me tonight, but we shall soon see. Hello, Margaret. We're the only ones here just yet. I really need to clean my glasses because, of course, I smudged them. How's everybody doing? Hello, Michelle. I did. Thank you. We had a nice, relaxing weekend away. It was beautiful weather, beautiful scenery. It was just nice to get away. Even hanging out in the hotel was relaxing, you know. Just getting away from home was really nice. So thank you. Hello, Lori. Yeah, I've spent at least a half an hour, searching my craft room because I can't find like the last 5 or 6 stamp sets that I've released. So, I guess tomorrow is going to be clean the craft room day, top to bottom. Well, there as much as I can get done anyway. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you having a good day? It is the last day of September. I'm not sure how that happened. It came very quickly. But we are actually tonight's 3 hours behind you guys. Have a few minutes before our sun comes over. Okay, see you later, Deb. Yeah, no worries. Where are you, Deb? Where are you right now? Excuse me. So tonight's is actually a catch up from Hello, Mary Pat. You're doing well. Oh, thanks. Clean the craft results. Yes, it does. And I'm really hoping that it results in some surprises tomorrow, because I really need it. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. It's just not organized. Because this is also my work room, my office, if you will. So there's, work stuff, office stuff, craft stuff, and it's all in the same room. Portland. Oh, is it? Okay. I don't know. I try to stay off the internet, but is there something going on in Portland right now? Anyway, so this is a catch up. Oh, wow. I just forget what I was going to say. It's been a rough day. So anyway, it's October 1st tomorrow. So all the first of the month things will be happening tomorrow. And we're going to actually have our October calendar day on Friday night. So if you want to hang out with me on Friday night, we're going to have 2 hangouts this week because I was away last Friday. So it will already be October when we're creating our October calendars, but that's okay because I am behind doing my October pages in my planner and my personal journal, and yeah, I really want to do a gratitude journal, like I make a specific journal for gratitude. And I'm just, if anybody has any ideas or suggestions, we could totally do something like that together too. If, we can get some maybe designs or, I was thinking of maybe getting a smaller journal. I have several journals from Hubman and Chub Girl. So some of their mini ones. So I thought of, I have a couple of fall ones. So I was thinking of maybe taking one and decorating each of the like individual pages, maybe with stuff at the top, maybe some stickers and stuff, just all ready to go so that I could just write in it. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. This is one of the stamp sets I can't find. And obviously I've just used it. And there's several of the latest ones that I can't find. So the reading one, I can't find my coffee or mushrooms. The gophers, like, I don't know where they are. I don't know what I did with them, but they're in here somewhere. Anyway. Oh, you're sitting around the fire at the trailer. I love the smell of a bonfire. Clean the craft room sounds like Christmas. Sorry about suggesting. Oh, no, not at all. I actually did not have a hard time finding school paper because I had a few sheets. Do you remember back a while ago, probably a couple of years ago, that Doodlebug was releasing all these like grab bag bundles of like paper or stickers or doodle pops or things like that? Well, I had some of these papers, and this is part of another paper, like a cut apart paper, in my stash from one of those. I kept one of those bundles for myself. So these are papers that I wouldn't have bought myself because obviously Emily's older and Mr. Magoo, Brooks, is only a year and a half, so not even that yet. So, but I will get into that for sure. But I found these papers. So this is Doodlebug. I'm just using it because putting this on here was just way too bland, right? Blended in. So I'm going to use this for like the matting. And then this paper is like, you know, lined school paper, but in school colors. So I thought it would be fun to do that. Yes, the grab bags, right? Yeah, I think you may have gotten a couple, Mary Pat. They are good ones. And there's a whole sheet like this, and there's a couple more that coordinate. So I'm thinking of putting this here and then doing this or that in some alphabets. So this or that, school days, like school day edition. I'm not sure if I should start using this yet because I don't know if everybody's received their packages yet. I would hope so. But, you know, we could always use this, or there's the new alphabet that came in the new journal bundle. So I'm not sure yet what to use. You think you may have it? Yes, I bet you do. That's not big enough for what but I could stamp this and that, this or that up at top. And I could use, you've received yours, Lori? Sure. Well, yeah, you don't live that far from me. So I would hope yours arrived. Do I use red for this or that school days edition? And then I could put, this is where I'm planning to write them and then putting an arrow one way or the other. We do have one of these. Oh, we did this way back. Oh gosh. It's way back at the beginning of the year. The very first one we did was this or that reading edition. So we're going to do like a version of this. But yeah, I was looking for some of my stamp sets because I wanted to stamp some reading stuff in it. But, you know, I guess it's more school than just reading. But when I think school, I always think reading. So, but we're going to do a version of this. So this is the one we did in January. So I'm going to take these out. This is the last page of this one that we started in June. Okay, so actually let's do it straight on the paper. Okay, so I'm thinking this or that, and then stamp this or that. Also, I did also stamp out, this one I already had, I was thinking like one of the kids with a, like a, you know, the Canadian, like maple leaf t-shirt, or there's the little boy with the backpack that I already had, are all my lives, which for this group, yes, as far back as I could get them, I think, before they stole them all, or deleted them all rather. Are you talking about the journal group ones? There is a playlist and it's all journal stuff, so I'm not sure. I'm in the midst of looking for some. Okay, where's my playlist? If you go playlists and then Krafty Journal Fun, I think is the name of the list. And how far does it go back? And they're not necessarily in order because they were, like, I saved and put them on the YouTube channel as quickly as I could. Hunt, journalist, okay, I don't know. So they're not necessarily in the order that they were recorded. Okay, so there's all about January. May, oh, it might not be there. Yeah, I'd have to really look, but I don't see it. Krafty Journal Fun. Yeah, it would be under Krafty Journal Fun, and I don't see it. You could try looking, but I can't guarantee what's there. We tried to get as much there as we could. If I go to our group and I look at videos, because I'm pretty sure they still only give us 30 days. Yeah, I don't see them. Like really, really old ones, there's a couple, but that's it. Yeah. Like, I don't know why. Oh, maybe they're not full videos. They might be just little clips. Anyway. Anywho, hello, Lori. How are you? Okay, so I took out these two. I think I'm going to color up this guy. This is from our Happy Campers stamp set. So I pulled out some, you know, primary color markers, and I might just color him up really quickly. Hello, Tamara. How are you? What theme did we decide? We did decide on back to school, but the theme is actually going to be this or that. So we're going to have a list, and you guys can come up with suggestions as well. You can jot some down. The lovely Michelle posted a couple of different ones that I think she maybe got on Pinterest, I'm thinking. And they had some either this or that suggestions for school. So we're going to use some of those. But I'm going to color up this one really quickly, if that's okay with you guys. I'll maybe zoom in a tad. You're good? Okay, awesome. So let's see. Okay, so again, you know, I do a little bit of coloring. I don't do, you know, I'm just coloring to get it colored. I'm not a professional colorist. But I do love creating. I love coloring. And when it dries a bit, I will go in and like I'll add a little bit more for shading, but I'm not using like multiple markers tonight. I'm just, isn't it cute? I just think, oh, where's my, I did have some scrap paper. Here we go. From last time. I might use that for the hair. It is old Doodlebug paper. I like to use stuff from my stash. When I'm doing some like journaling. I have lots of, like most of us, I have lots of paper pads, but also lots of 12 by 12s. So I like to use them in my journals. The campers, I know, I do too. And I think we only have a few left of that stamp set, Deb. I could look, but I'm pretty sure we only have a couple left. If there are even any left. I can't remember. Give him pasty white skin like me. Okay. Let's make, well, we'll make his shorts blue. Now, some of these markers I haven't used yet, so in order to prevent them, or as much as we can, from blobbing while you're coloring and ruining your image, always open up both ends so that it lets the air flow. Do I want to do khaki shorts or do I want to do blue? I don't know. Let's do blue. And the dark colors really seem to bleed a lot too. Oh, no worries, Ellie. I say I could wallpaper my house. Yes, I can fully understand. Should we make his backpack orange? Okay, let's make his backpack orange. I just wanted these colors to go with the colors on the papers. So nothing way out there. Now, is it this red or is it this red? I think it's the orangey red. No, it kind of looks pinky red. I don't know. Yes, I think so too. Me too, Deb. I'm gonna put his belt yellow and maybe the buttons too. Do I want a red shirt? I think so. This isn't anything fancy, so feel free to go nuts with your own designs, your own stamped images. And then running shoes, green. That way we've got all the colors in there. Yep. Remind me of the grand kiddos. Yes, my craft room looks tidy, but actually just moved things to the side to make it like I did something. Can't find anything. I know, same. Were you here when I said that I spent like a half an hour looking for several of my stamp sets and I can't find them? I'm rather annoyed. Very annoying. Just going over a little bit to add some darker areas. Yes, tomorrow is going to be clean the craft room day. I'm gonna crank some music and work on the craft room because it is, I can't find anything. Okay. That blend a little bit. Sugar. Well, the good news is all my KK stuff is in a safe spot, and I know where that is. Well, that is the most important. Anybody watching the new Survivor, or did you watch the Big Brother finale? Anyone? There we go. Now, what do I usually do for his eyes? Excuse me. Here. In case you didn't know, when you go to our website, if you click on any stamp set, you can click on the stamp set and there will always be samples for you. Happy Campers. Is it Happy Campers? Is that what I called it? Oh, no, it's called S'more Fun. It's not Happy Campers. That was a different stamp set. This is S'more Fun. If you click on it, you will always see samples for each of the stamp sets. There's usually 5 or 6 different samples for you. So I want to look at how I colored her eyes, their eyes before. I think I colored it all in a particular color. So let me find like a denim blue color. Hang on. Let's do B260. B260, okay. And then color in the eye. And then I use a black marker or black pen to make a circle in the middle. And then I will add a little white dot to the eye later. I don't have my white gel pen handy. So 99% of the stamps that made it into the RV are Kraftin Kimmie. Yay! It's a perfect one for the RV or camping. Can't say I had, oh wait, watching Survivor. Watching New Survivor, yes. Big Brother finale, yes. I was happy with the Big Brother finale. Survivor, I'm not sure yet what's going on. Because there's only been one episode. Wayward. Oh, I've seen commercials for it, but I haven't watched it at all. I didn't know it actually started yet. Not commercials, I guess they're like ads, aren't they? Got ink on my hand. Perfect. Perfect. just going to fussy cut him real quick. You can see this one. I heard a, yes, that's true, Lori. I used my scan and cut to cut that one out. I'm sure this is very boring for you. Who here loves fussy cutting and who here hates fussy cutting? I don't mind it. Oh, I can zoom out now, can't I? Oh my gosh, I really got ink on myself, didn't I? I don't mind it, but I don't love it. I know there's certain people that love fussy cutting. It's like calming for them. It's not calming for me. I have a scan and cut, which I love. And when I can, I use it. If I'm doing, usually what I'll do is I'll stamp up a bunch of images. If I'm going to be working with a particular stamp set, or I want to use, you know, a bunch of stamps or have them prepped in advance, then I will stamp them out all on a sheet and then cut them all out on my scan and cut. Depends on the image. Yes, most of them are easy. Can never get it even. It's mood dependent. Yes. Right? Depends on my mood. Major tip. Okay, you need to have a very, very sharp pair of scissors, specifically scissors that are for fussy cutting, like paper snips, like really sharp are the best. Also, you want to turn your paper, not your scissors. You don't want to be doing this. You want to be doing this. That helps. There, that was quick. Fairly quick and painless. Okay, so he's going to be ready to use on my page, whether maybe here. And now, so these are going to be the top layers of my papers. I have to pull my scanning count out of the time, so most of the time I just fussy cut. Yeah, I'm lucky enough to have it out on my counter, so I can just leave it there. Our little granddaughter started junior kindergarten. Yeah, that's tough. Was she like a COVID baby? Like, was she, you know, like I know that a lot of the kids that are starting school now were born during COVID, and so, you know, weren't able to get out and do a lot of things and go and see a lot of other kids and things like that. Okay, so I'm going to put this or that, and I'm not sure, am I going to use orange or am I going to use red? I think I have some red ones like that too. I might... Do I? No, maybe I don't. Oh, yes I do. Do I have the right letters though? I kind of want to use flat one. Yeah, that's tough. I kind of want to use flat ones because it's at the very end of my book. And so I don't want to make it any more, you know, puffy than it is. So maybe I'll use these ones. And I will use my other favorite tool, which is reverse grip tweezers. Okay. And I'm going to do this or that. Or should I don't know. See, I want to make sure that the holes show on this side of the paper so you can tell that it's paper. Or I could do this and do this or that over here. First of all, do I have enough letters? Yeah, I think I have lots. Or do I stamp this or that? Yeah, maybe I'll stamp. So this is our new stamp set from Most Used Tool when I'm scrapbooking. Yes, it's the best. I love it. I think I'm going to use, this is our new stamp set that was released with the most recent Journal Club bundle. So there was this and our new alphabet stencil and also the Doodlebug farmhouse paper pad and mini icon stickers. So we haven't officially played with these yet. We will be doing something with all those items later in the month of October. But I think I might use this. Now I gotta find a smaller block. Where are all my little blocks? I have a little block in here. Oh, my Lanta. It's in here, and it's clear, so it's hard to see. Okay, now what ink colors? I'm thinking ruby red or pumpkin patch. Ooh, pumpkin patch is orange. That might be fun. Or it is a great bundle, isn't it? Thanks. So maybe I could do them in 3 different colors, like this or that. So maybe I could do red, green, orange. Red, green, orange. This or that. Okay. Okay, now. Where's my, here we go, to clean off my stamps. So these stamps have not been used before. So I'm sure everyone knows you want to clean off your, stamps before you use them for the first time because they have residue on them from the manufacturing process. You can, I like to clean them. You can rub it with your fingers. You can rub it on your, clothing, your pants, whatever. The color. I was going to use, okay. So I was going to use ruby red, charming chartreuse, pumpkin patch. So ruby red on the left is going to be this. Oh, oops. Be careful with your inks. Okay. I'm going to kind of put it in the middle. And I might kind of do it like wonky too. I'm going to... There's the T. Now this is, you have to remember too what kind of paper that you're stamping on. So this is more of an absorbent paper, if you will. It's got some tooth to it, so it's going to suck up the ink. So I'm going to do the this and the that in uppercase. Wonky donkey, yes. Clean it, ink it. This. There we Now, to keep things kind of centered, I try. No, I don't know that book. So this is Ruby Red. That is Pumpkin Patch. And so in order to keep it kind of centered, I'll start from the end. You guys know I do this. So we're going to do that backwards. You don't plan on doing an Advent? No, no, it's just impossible. Things are just too up in the air with everything. Like, it just seems like it's one hit after another, you know? Like, you know, first of all, it was COVID, and it was, you know, like I couldn't do in-person events and things like that. So, you know, of course, thankfully, I have, you know, the online shop, which is great. And then, you know, now, like, the economy has been going downhill, so things have slowed down exponentially there. And then the whole tariff situation, and then, you know, shipping to the US is, you know, impossible right now. And then now Canada Post is on strike yet again. That's like twice in 2 years. So it's really, really hard for all of your small business friends. So I appreciate all of your love and support more than you will know. But it just makes it too difficult to do anything big like that. Like I'm even stressing out because I have all the things for a winter virtual retreat. And I've got all the paper pads and 3 different items from the same paper line to go with them. I've got the stamp sets on order. I ordered them the day Canada Post went on strike. Now, last year Canada Post was on strike for 4 weeks. So, I mean, at least that's, I mean, I personally think they should force them back to work, but what are you going to do? Yes, it's very frustrating. It's hilarious. You can Google it. Oh, the Wonky Donkey? Okay. Yeah. So, anywho, those are my thoughts. As a small business owner, we love your love and support, and so we're just going to keep crafting and creating and with you guys, and we'll use everything that we already have. And where did I lose my, lost my, oh man, did it go on the floor? Oh, there it is. Here we go. Okay. Here, if for anybody that hasn't seen it, doesn't know what I'm talking about, this is the S'more Fun stamp set. So that's where we use this guy from. And then there's a little girl with her backpack. Now she has a paper or a map there. So that's fun. And now, yes, Alberta's teachers are going on strike. I do get that. I totally get that. Yes, yes. A rainbow after the storm. Well, yeah. I just keep thinking, is this real? Like, are we really? How did we get lucky enough to get in this timeline, Tamara? I don't know. I don't know. This is an old stamp set. Well, it was released a long time ago. I do still have some of this stamp set in stock. It is a favorite. It is a sweet teddy bear stamp set. And I'm going to use the arrow from this stamp set to do the this or that part. Or my choices for this and that. So, okay, so let's start with the fun. Let's not start, begin the fun part of the, I mean, it's all fun, but I will use these colors, or maybe I should do the blue. Maybe I should do the blue for the arrow, because then it will show up better. I don't know. What do you think? Should I use the blue, which would be maybe Incredible Indigo? You know you're getting old when your pharmacist calls you telling you to book a flu COVID vaccine. Yeah. Do you think the blue arrow would be best to use? I'll be writing in black. I remember, yes, using pointillism, yes. That's a good way to color up this image. Where's my pen? I just had it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to use the same marker that I used last week on my page because I like the way it came out. I like a thicker nib as opposed to one of the, you know, tinier ones. Okay. So I'm going to write a couple down. Yeah. Hi, Carrie. Yes, blue. Okay. So where's my Incredible? I think Incredible Indigo. I'll stamp it and see if that goes. I think it will be good, but yes, that's perfect. Yep, Incredible Indigo. There we go. Okay, alrighty. Here we go. So, and then this guy's gonna go down here, I think. Okay, so now we're gonna do our, let's zoom out a bit, our ideas for this and that with the back to school theme or school days theme. So let's see, the first, what did I jotted down a few out of those suggestions that Michelle posted. So I'm thinking mostly like middle school and high school, grade school and high school. And kind of my, what I remember, because I started doing our back to school theme without this or that idea. And I was writing down like, you know, what schools I went to, what years, what were my favorite parts of going to school, like things I remembered, where I worked, that, you know, I was a cheerleader, that I loved English, you know, that I was like in some plays at school and stuff like that. And I just thought, how am I going to do that in my journal unless it's like a stream of consciousness type thing? So this is so great. I love the this or that idea, and I'm so glad I asked for help and Michelle suggested this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So if you guys have some suggestions, feel free to shout them out. Okay, so let's see. Take the bus or walk. How big is that? Wow. So I'm just going to put walk. I was going to say walk to school, but I don't have room. So I got to remember that this is a big, I also have a smaller arrow, but take the bus or walk. I'm going to say take the bus, even though I hated taking the bus, I hate walking, or, you know, like when you're in high school or whatever. Take the bus. Okay. You walk, Tamara? Okay. I gotta remember how big this is. Okay. Would you rather start earlier or, no, that was backwards. It was supposed to be start later or end earlier. Or, well, I guess we could always say end later. I would say end later. I don't know. In high school, yeah, I did both too, Tamara. Do I want to start earlier? No, I'd rather end later. I am not a morning person. Okay, you would rather do an early start? Okay, would you prefer art class or music class? Now, when we were in school, back in the day, we had to take one or the other in our first year, and then you didn't have to take it again unless you wanted to. So it was mandatory to take either art or music. I took music. I should have taken art. I took music. I should have taken art because music was terrible. And I like, my dad's really musical, and I guess I am musical, but we had to play an instrument, and I got stuck with the alto sax, and hauling that thing around was not art. I'm not so great with music. Yeah, I should have taken art. Okay, how about, would you prefer a big school or a small school? I would say a big school. You know, I don't know. These are hard. Well, actually, our schools were, you know, like, there was only one high school in my town, so it was, I guess, considered small. So, gosh, I don't know. I guess I would say small, although I like being anonymous, so, but I guess I'll say small. Okay. Okay, do you prefer a school trip or have the day off? Does anybody else have any other suggestions? I have about a dozen. I actually like school trips. Your small school too, Lori? Day off. I like school trips. I always liked, you know, getting on the bus and hanging out with my friends, and, you know, just being away from school. I always found day off sort of days off sort of dragged, and, you know, it was boring. Unless, of course, I was getting into trouble. Would you prefer to, I think everybody, well, maybe, would you prefer to bring your lunch or eat in the cafeteria? Now, some people's cafeterias may not have been great, but yes, school lunch or home lunch. I hated bringing a lunch, and when I ate in the cafeteria, us girls were so ridiculous, like so ridiculous. So our choices, we had lots of, yes, exactly, Tamara, fries and gravy. I used to have fries and gravy with chocolate milk, or barbecue Fritos and chocolate milk. That was my lunch. We should have established a grade. A grade for what? How about, I know, phys ed or drama? And I can tell you right now, I think you know the answer. Have you seen? No, I have not seen school lunch options these days. Bring lunch, but get one of those yummy donuts from the caf. My favorite school trip was to the planetarium and to the CN Tower. That was the year it was being built. Cool. Don't ask me to remember any of the places that we went. I think we did go to the CN Tower. I would choose drama. I never took drama. I wish that I had taken drama. Actually, you know what? I don't think our school offered it. Like high school. Oh, would it? Okay. Well, see, in grade school, we didn't have a cafeteria. Like, you know, everybody brought their lunch, you know. All of the grade schools were small. Let's see. And like you didn't choose your classes like art or music. I guess you did take both, but I'm gonna say uniform or own clothes. Now, I never went to a school that had a uniform. Coffee carts, sushi bars. You're joking. Fries and gravy and M&Ms every day. That's perfect. That is a person after my own heart. I would always choose own clothes. I would never want to wear a uniform, although I know it's easier because then you don't have to choose anything or compete with anybody. And I actually, in grade school, I did feel like I was bullied by some of the mean girls because, you know, I didn't have all the fancy new clothes that they had, kind of thing, and they would make fun of me and whatever. Let's see. Study alone or in a group. I think you know that I would prefer to study in a group. Because then you're not really studying. We had cooks in grade school that made the same meal for everyone. Oh, that's nice. Group. I hated group projects because I always ended up doing all the work. And Emily was the same. She used to get so mad. She preferred to do all the work because then she knew it would get done. I remember that from when she was in university. Or not university, college. Yes, way more fun. Do you prefer to sit in the front row or the back row? In school or on the bus? Does anybody have any other suggestions? Group projects were so stressful. Yes. Alone for you. I mean, I did better when I studied alone, but you know. Let's see. New language. Do you prefer to learn a new language or a new sport? Ooh, recess or library. Good question. Back then, probably back, but now it will be what? Front, you mean? Not front or back row. Okay, so we'll do recess or library as well. I would prefer new language. I did get the French award in grade school when I graduated grade 8, but ask me if I can remember any of it. So this is going to definitely library. I'm going to put this like this. So I need to make sure that I have enough room. Ooh, test every day or project every week. I don't think I have enough room for that. Maybe I'll put it up here. Recess or library. I got the art award in grade 8. That's awesome. Recess. I'm gonna put my arrow in first. Or do I need a smaller? See, I have a little. Yeah, maybe I'll use the little arrow. Tetherball or Foursquare. I don't know what Foursquare is. Ooh, I made a mess. Let's use this guy. Recess. Oh, definitely library. Recess. Recess or... I mean, see, now I would say library, but I think then I would have said recess. I don't know. What else do we have? What other suggestions do you have? Well, let's just say test or project. So test, I would say test rather than project. Anything else? What other suggestions do we have? Let's see. Project? No. Recess in the winter sucked. Yeah. Definitely test. Yeah. Male or female teacher. Okay. So let's say male teacher, and then we'll just put female. And I would definitely say male. I always found the female ones to be bitches. Clubs or teams? Well, what would you call cheerleading? Because I don't, oh God, my memory sucks so bad that I can't remember if I was in any other clubs. Like I was like on committees, but I was never in actual clubs. You think it's a team? Yeah, I would too. So let's say club or team. So the cheerleading team, I guess, is a team, right? You didn't have cheerleading? Cheer would definitely be a team, yeah. Yes. And I know that I did, like I was on committees and stuff, like prom committee and decorating committee and stuff like that. Oh, I was on student council. So that's a club. Geez, I don't know. You didn't have a male teacher till high school? Oh, we did. We had some great male teachers. Anything else you can think of? You preferred clubs over teams? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like I actually played a sport. Oh, yes, that was one. Math or English, kind of. Like language, yeah. Science or social studies. Okay, let's do math or English. And I think you know which is my favorite since I majored in it in university. Math or English. Assemblies or concerts. Ooh. All your male teachers were grumpy and mean. I had some really great. I had the greatest, even though I hated math, I had the greatest math teacher in high school. And we used to call him Pee-wee because he looked like Pee-wee Herman. And he was, but so fun. And he would make it really fun. And we would play like games up at the board and stuff. It was fun. It was really fun. Math or English. I'm going to say like science or history. Ugh, I hated them both. Science. Oh, talent show or field day. That's a good one. Okay, I got room for that one too. Okay, science or I'm going to say history. Talent show or field day. Getting ink on everything. I'm getting very messy. Definitely talent show. I think I did a talent one time. I can't remember. Like as a group, a bunch of girls. My memory sucks. My mom would remember. Field day. Okay, we got a full page here. Science, especially life science. I loved English literature. I loved all the books that we had to read. Okay, here we go. Home ec or car repair. Oh, we didn't have car repair. We had woodworking. So we had, okay, what did I decide I was going to do? I was going to do this. And now I forgot. And now I made this big space and that looks ridiculous. Well. I need something for up here. Oh, now I'm angry. Pooh. Should have done car repair, but did home ec. Yes, I did home ec. Well, now I'm ticked. Color up the girl. I could. I don't have her stamped out. And don't ask me to try. Oh, this girl? I guess I could. Do you think that looks silly? A stack of books. I do have this stack of books. Oops. I could do this stack of books. Let me cut it out and see what it looks like. This is the stack of books from the Reading is Lit stamp set, which I cannot find. Which is here somewhere in this room. In this black hole of crafts. And I'm doing this quickly, so I may not be doing a great job. Is anybody doing this along with me? Or is it just me? Yours will come. Yes, I know. I know yours will. Okay, what do you think about a stack of books down here, or because that one's over there, maybe doing a stack of books like over here? What do you think? Is that too much? I could cut some off, I guess. Or I also have this little stack of books from the same set. You'll do one cool. I think most of you guys like watch and hang out and participate, but then do the bulk of the journal page or whatever, or calendar page after the fact, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I don't know if that kind of stands out too much. Maybe like that, or that's too little. Man, that I just don't, I think it's doesn't, the proportions aren't right, or the arrangement isn't right. Or the books where the boy is. Is that, does that look better? Tilt the school days the other way. I don't like them that way. I know I'm weird. I don't like that. But maybe that's better. Do you think that looks okay? And then I could color this up. This will be the plant. And again, these are not fancy colorings. You like it like that? Oh, you should always do red last because it tends to bleed, but you know, I didn't. What am I doing? I was gonna make some of the books, this brown color. Maybe I'll make them all brown and then just accent with the other colors. Holes. What? It gives you your holes in the papers. Yes, true. Very true. Did anybody, when you were in school, did you have to like put paper, brown paper on your books? I don't think we ever did. I know people have talked about it. Okay. Okay. Yes, I did. And so did my kids. Cool. Let's do the denim blue for the pot. And we'll do some orange. And yellow maybe. And dark blue. Red. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. I might use a little bit of this for the pages. There we go. Okay, glue. Here we go. Let's put these down first. Okay. Do you like to decorate yours? Yeah. I remember, did you guys have the same pencil case I had? It was, you know, quite big, and it was brown, and it was like, you know, fake leather, and everybody used to write on each other's pencil cases. I still have mine somewhere. I actually think it's in this room somewhere in one of my cupboards. Oop. You did book covers with paper bags. Cool. Back when we had like big paper grocery bags. And we were gonna put, was it him down here? No, here. And then here. Okay, and I'm gonna use some tape as well. My good old tape. Now this, I'm gonna glue because it's paper. Like thin paper. Okay, then we're going to put some of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And are y'all bored now? Or you working on something else? Anyone? Tamara, what are you doing? I'm so nosy. There we go. You're making oh, Carrie's making tags, yay. Not bored at all. Good. What was that? Sorting a box. You need to find blank checks. I needed to find them about a month ago. Isn't that awful? Like, who has checks anymore? And they're so expensive to order. Like, come on. Oops. Ah. Well, that didn't work. There we go. Okay. You found them. Yay. Also found my stash of toilet paper and paper towel rolls. Very cool. I've seen this lady on TikTok and she is a hoot. And she makes pom-poms. That's all she does. Makes all different things with pom-poms. And she is a hoot. And she was showing how to make different... Oh, how to make pumpkins with yarn. How to make little ghosts. And she used like paper towel or toilet roll and stuff. Okay. Did I do glue? Yes, I did. She is super funny. Okay. Now. Seriously, who's exactly like they can't, you know, is it for something for like, you know, automatic withdrawal? And they need a check like for when we got our new car. It's like, seriously, dude? Really? You can't do something else? I was also kind of thinking, now I don't know if this really makes sense, but this is the airmail stamp set, and Let the Adventure Begin. I thought was kind of a fun sentiment to stamp on there. Oh, and I have not taped it down yet. How about red? Let the adventure begin, because you know when you start a new school year, it's like a new adventure. There. Yay! Shaylin's band council wants 3 post-dated checks. Oh, in case we don't participate in their fundraisers. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Kindergarten class, yep. I love the little backpack guy. I know, he's so cute. Okay, so let's try to get these in here. And I'm going to use tape and glue. Let's start here. Ooh, is anybody else watching Dancing with the Stars? Now, I have not watched Dancing with the Stars in quite a few years because it got to the point where I was like, I don't know any of these people. But this year, there's quite a few that I actually know. So I thought I would give it a go. So I've watched the first 2 weeks when I'm exhausted at the end of the day. What? Thanks, Margaret. 2 and 3. It's on right now. Yes, yes. Good thing I have DVR, PVR, whatever it is. Really? Seriously? I was just using you. Just got a jam in there. You're watching too? Yeah. Okay. Almost done, guys. So let me know what you think about a gratitude journal, and if you have suggestions or you just want to hang out with me while I decorate one, or we can, you know, sit down and like make a list together of different things that we could write in there. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of research on it yet. Oops, I missed one. Oop. And then don't forget to hang out with me on Friday night for our calendar hangout. Yay. And I did have a couple of these that I might add. Because, you know, kind of loved school. There. There. I like it. I like it a lot. Mine is waiting to enter all the KKS fun. Your what? Starts in 40 minutes. Okay, wait. Sounds good. I'm up for gratitude. Anything. Mine is waiting to enter. I will miss Friday. We will be going to Niagara-on-the-Lake. Ooh, that's fun. Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Mary Pat. I found some. Oh, ATC cards. Yay. Yes, you need to put them in a book. Okay. So, oh, your calendar. Yes. I will be doing that Friday night at 7 o'clock. So if you want to come hang out with me, you can do your calendar. You can do something else. You can work on this. You can make suggestions for something else. October's my favorite month of the year. My favorite month of the year. And two of my favorite people were born in October. Al, his birthday is on the 14th, and Fraser's is, I think, the 5th. It's coming up. Anywho, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thank you, Michelle, for your suggestions for this theme. I think it went so well. I love it. And I love the way it turned out. And I'm glad we used some of our stamps as well and our inks and stuff. So I will put this up on the YouTube channel tomorrow and post a photo. And I'd love to see yours. And you have until tonight at midnight to enter any of the challenges over in the regular group, all the different September challenges. And then we will have new October ones that go up on Saturday. And yeah. That's it. So I'll see you Friday morning for coffee chat, because I skipped last week because we went away. So I'll do coffee chat in the morning and then calendar at 7 o'clock. So thanks everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you again soon. Love you. Bye.